So you will get to see my amazing drawing skills. I'm simply one of the best, I tell you. So, when we talk about pleasure, there are two ways of receiving pleasure. These here is the nerve endings of our hands. So, you can have pleasure come directly through the body and enter your pleasure area of your brain, which is also where you will have the nice oxytocin and stuff coming out. This is called direct route of pleasure. This one we're born with. So even a baby that just comes out of the womb has this one, the ability to feel pleasure through the body's being touched or touch. So that can be others touching your body, it can be you touching yourself, but it comes from here, and you will have the direct route. And when you sit with your object and you practice with it, this is what we're practicing. But this one often gets destroyed. With a lot of people, this one gets interfered with. Because you might be a little baby or a little girl or a little boy of 2 years old, and at that time in life, you would naturally be masturbating. You will naturally be masturbating. And a lot of families have a hard time with masturbating children. Also because if I'm 2 years old and I'm masturbating, I haven't learned all these social rules about where to do it, where not to do it, when it's appropriate, when it's not. So, I might be in the middle of the living room Sunday afternoon and we have grandma and grandpa and uncle and auntie coming over, and I've noticed, especially these days, a lot of coffee tables these days are really low. Very low. They have corners, and most 2-year-olds have diapers on. So that means that this is not a corner, but imagine I have a corner here. So I might discover that when I do like this, and I do like this on the table, it feels so nice because I'm rubbing my genitals and I get all rosy cheeks. And it just feels so pleasurable because, like Minka told you yesterday, the mouth, the genitals, and the hands is where we have the most as nerve sensors for pleasure. So I will be like completely in my own world and I will just be enjoying my body. I'm 2, 3 years old. And then mom and dad, don't do that. So now I get scared. So in the middle of my pleasure, I am told that I'm just told whatever you do, it's wrong. But I'm 2 years old. I don't know that what they mean is, this is not the right setting and timing to do those kind of things, sweetie. No, I will just experience that the feeling I have in my body right now is being told, stop. Meaning, my experience of pleasure is wrong. I'm not allowed to have it. Meaning that in most of us, this one is distorted in various ways. You have family, you have culture, you have religion, you have the type of social way of being which belongs to that area of the world that you live in, that in various ways will tell you that experiencing pleasure through your body is wrong. So with most of us, this one is somewhat distorted when we grow up. Then we have a second way of also activating the pleasure center in our brain. And this way goes through another person. Meaning that if I no longer have full access to this way of receiving pleasure inside my system, then what happens is I have my secondary route of pleasure. So this is the second route of pleasure. But this one acquires another being, another person. So this one acquires that I do something to this person. And when this person likes what I do, and if they like it very much, then I get even more credit, even more oxytocin in my pleasure center in the brain activated. So if I cannot get this system here to actually give me an experience of inner pleasure, I become codependent on others. I become dependent on doing, but basically doing to receiving this here inside myself, where it fucks up the serving quadrant, because it means that a lot of us, we might like serving people from an honest heart, we might really like it, but we might not be aware of my body needs and desires to feel pleasure inside. And I'm not capable of feeling pleasure on my own in my body. So now I have to find a way to sort of bypass it. And that way could be through offering a session for someone. Meaning that now I'm gonna serve someone, but I might be serving someone where the true intention in my system is this inner brain desire here, sort of saying, hey, I want some oxytocin, give me some oxytocin, and then I find someone I can serve, because when I serve them here and make them feel happy, their reaction of being happy makes my system happy and gives me my inner reward of extra oxytocin in my own system.